Oh, kia ora koutou. Right now you're driving past the scene of this year's Port Hills fire, and you can watch a video that we did yesterday about that today. And right now also you're driving to Governor's Bay School. Today is all about emergency preparedness. We'll see you soon. So here you are in the principal's office, and this is the principal of Te Kura o Hinetahi, the Governor's Bay School. Judy Cook, thanks for having us here at the school today. Such a beautiful setting. We're going to have trouble concentrating with that amazing view out the front there. So we're talking about, emergency preparedness and things like that. And obviously in a school, you've got your plans, your procedures, and the things that, you've got to follow. And I guess being a teacher from the Christchurch area, you're very well practiced at planning, making sure that these procedures are put in place.
The reality of it, absolutely.
Because I guess, things are pretty chaotic during times of an emergency if you don't have those.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the thing is, for students to understand their responsibility in an emergency event. So the preparedness of it, having the planning, the procedures, the documents, that all our students fully understand the reason why we do things the way we do in an emergency is really important to us.
That's a really good point, making them understand the reasons why. And you've got some really good community things going on here, particularly with your fire brigade. Tell us about some of those events that you have.
So one example for preparing our students was to have a fire drill that did involve the fire station. So instead of it just being a role play, the fire station coordinated with us. They sent the firefighters down with a siren going in the community. So instead of just all assembling and saying, well, that was it, that was our fire drill, the firemen all turned up. Students really got a sense of, if this was a real emergency, this is the way they would need to interact. And for our senior students in particular, to suddenly understand they needed to support not only us as teachers who were busy checking, but to really support those little children as well. So that role of leadership in an emergency situation was something that really came home to the senior students in particular.
It's a really good point. You've got to think about that sort of thing, taking a role of everybody has to be responsible for themselves, but in a community, thinking about other people and taking those roles of responsibility. Now, you guys have this book here, this folder, but it's more than just a paper document, because it's online and your whole community has access to it.
That's right. So through our website, any parent or any student that wants to check what our emergency plans are can just go straight to the direct link to our school docs pages, where everything is fully outlined. And I know the teachers that are following through on this virtual field trip with their classroom teaching, that's one of the tasks that the students are going to do, is to go online, check what our procedures and policies say, and add student voice to it if in fact there are things in there that they feel we've perhaps missed as the adults in the environment. So, that sort of input from students is invaluable.
And that's called School Docs.
School Docs.
Yeah, well, it's a great idea, exactly what you say. It's not just in a folder somewhere in a bookshelf in an office. It's actually available out there so that the whole community plays a part and feels involved and is on the same page. So when things do go awry, you're not getting that chaos.
Absolutely, and that's about calm, controlled, and students being able to manage themselves and their feelings in a crisis situation, because that's, when they become most vulnerable. So for us, that's really important.
Managing their feelings, that's some really interesting things to think about. So we're going to have lots of fun in your school today, meeting and talking with your students, and so looking forward to it. Thanks, Judy.
Some awesome stories to share with you.
I'm sure.
Cool.